A reasonably good FCR food conversion ratio for a broiler at 0 to 6 weeks of age is 1.4 and 1.8 is the FCR at 42 to 47th day, that is 1.8. The thermal neutral zone for poultry ranges 13 to 24 degrees centigrade. The correct method of milking daily animals is fisting or the full hand milking, in which we press the palm against the fingers without involving the thumb. For producing 1 ml of milk, the quantity of blood which passes through the secretory tissue of mammary gland is 400 to 1000 ml approximately. Some authors say 1000 ml, and in this there is the 500 ml. Floor space required for chick during first week in artificial brooder is 7 inches. All the options are wrong. The day old chick requires 7 inches or 18 centimeter. In the deep litter system of housing, the material used for litter such as rice husk and poultry manure are allowed to accumulate at a depth of 8 to 12 inches. Colostrum is fed to a new calf at 10% of body weight. 50 kg calf will have 5 kg of colostrum. If we give more colostrum to the calf, it will causes the dietic diarrhea. If we give less percentage of colostrum to the calf, it will causes infectious diarrhea. It may be prone to infectious diseases. During the first 2 weeks of artificial brooding, the temperature of brooder should be 95 degrees centigrade, and it is decreased continuously and is stabilized at 75 degree Fahrenheit. According to norms of Preservation of Food Adulteration Act, PFA Punjab Food Authority, or Food Adulteration Act 1976, cow milk should contain not less than, it should have at least 12% total solids, or the 88% water portion or liquid portion. 12% should be solids, and in this 12%, 8.5% should be solid not fat and 3.5 should be milk fat. Total solids should be 12%, protein should be approximately 4%, 3.5 to 4%, fat should be 4%, minerals should be 0.7%. In a high temperature, short time type of pasteurization of milk, the temperature and time is 72.2 degrees centigrade to 78 degrees centigrade for 15 seconds. Very good silage should have pH of 3.7 to 4.2. A good silage should have more lactic acid than other acids. The fetal hormone responsible for initiation of parturition is prostaglandin, and it is available in Pakistan by Star Pharmacy as cyclomate. Function of oxytocin is it helps in uterine inertia. Essential amino acid of poultry is glycine. Maximum transport of carbon dioxide occurs in the form of, it is asking about, in human blood fluids or animal blood fluids. It is bicarbonate, and it is 70 to 75%. The 70 to 75% transport of carbon dioxide in human blood or fluid is through the sodium bicarbonate form. Curled toe paralysis is due to deficiency of riboflavin or vitamin B2. Dick test is applied for scarlet fever. Scarlet fever has the skin scars. It can be observed. It is mostly observed in humans. It is the disease of humans, but less frequently it can be observed in poultry or dogs. Skin scars or patches in humans may be in dogs and it is caused by Streptococcus pyogenes. In which condition paralytic myoglobinuria is found in horses. It is in Monday morning disease. Cirrhosis in poultry is due to deficiency of manganese, and cirrhosis depicts arthritis and slipped tendons or tendinitis. It can be largely eliminated by addition of manganese and choline to the diet. Which condition occurs in ascites? Ascites is by hypoproteinemia. Less protein causes the ascites. It is also associated with ventilation system. Poor ventilation system can cause ascites. Kennel cough ascites can also be observed in humans or mammals by liver failure. And this liver failure is also associated with hypoproteinemia. Kennel cough is secondary to which it is secondary to canine distemper. Large group of drugs used widely to treat milk hypertension is diuretics. Number of thoracic vertebrae in horse is 18 and 14 in goat, 4 more in horses. EDTA is antidote for which of the following is for lead? EDTA is the best lead chelator or binder. The worldwide spread of disease through food is known as pandemic, or this can be shortened. This sentence can be shortened as the worldwide spread of disease is known as pandemic, whether it is from food or from any other pathogenic agent. As nowadays, as the corona is a pandemic disease. Organisms responsible for gas gangrene are Clostridium shoveii. Clostridium shoveii is a gram-positive bacteria that can be treated with high doses of penicillin. Gestation period of cows is 9 months 9 days. 9 into 30 270 plus 9 days 279 days, and 279 days are more close to 285. So 285 days maybe is the right option. Cutaneous form of glandular is known as farcy. Toxic principle in cottonseed is gossypol. Nosocomial infection is correctly described as it required while in hospital. There are two terms, nosocomial and iatrogenic. Iatrogenic means by the fault of the physician or the practitioner, and nosocomial means the disease that is spread through the hospital. Scurvy is caused due to the deficiency of vitamin C. Rabies is highly fatal viral infection of nervous system. Maline test is applied to diagnose glanders. Ivermectin is not antibiotic, it is chemotherapeutic agent. John's disease or Johnny's disease is transmitted by ingestion of contaminated feed, fodder and matter. GID in goat is caused by Coenurus cerebralis. Normal saline solution is isotonic colostrum. Feeding is important. It provides the following, which is not absorbed via milk sac during rest of the lactation. Antibiotics do not know the sense of this question. We can say that antibiotics are the addition in the colostrum, and vitamins, amino acids and minerals are the natural constituents of colostrum. Out of the total rearing cost, feed constitutes about 70% of the rearing cost of all animals, including the birds and animals, livestock. Cotyledonary placenta is found in cow. Discoidal, there are other types are the discoidal placenta, diffused placenta, etc. Coffee colored urine in babesiosis is due to hemoglobin breakdown in red blood cells. The major hormone for pregnancy is progesterone. Progesterone retains pregnancy, and the prostaglandins are used to abort the animal. The species of zoonotic importance is Taenia solium. Who discovered the causative agent Sara or Trypanosoma evansi? Griffith Evans discovered the Trypanosoma evansi that causes the Sara in camels. The causative agent of GID is Coenurus cerebralis. Hearing is controlled by auditory nerve. Audition or auditory, it is related to hearing sense. Vomission is controlled by forebrain. Undulant fever in humans is caused by Brucella melitensis. Brucella melitensis causes infection in small ruminants as sheep and goats, and mostly the goats. Brucella canis causes infection to dogs. Brucella suis to big pigs, and Brucella abortus to large ruminants as cattle and buffalo. The Brucella abortus has less zoonotic importance than that of the Brucella melitensis. Camel is considered an animal which is pseudo ruminant because it has 3 chambers out of the 4 chambers of the stomach, that is the rumen, reticulum and abomasum. It has rumen, reticulum and abomasum. It do not have the omasal part of the stomach or compound stomach, and omasal part is also known as the book like part, as it has many pages like compartments. The production of mule is a resultant of species hybridization. Main virulence factor of Shigella is endotoxin. Drug of choice in treatment of giardiasis in dogs is metronidazole. Sterilization in hot air oven is done at 160 degrees centigrade for 1 hour. Bacteria that grow at 50 to 55 degrees centigrade are known as thermophiles, as it is the heat. 50 and 55 degrees centigrade is considerable heat. Venom of viperine snake primarily causes neurotoxicity. Optimum photoperiod of layer is 14 to 16 hours. Normal average of pH of bull semen is slightly acidic, 6.6 to 6.7. It was also asked in the PPSC paper of 2021. For live and dead sperm count, the semen smear is stained with eosin nigrosin. Synthesis of vitamin B12 may be generally reduced in ruminants on deficiency of cobalt. Cobalt is responsible for making vitamin B12. Pirrosis in chicks develops at an early age of chick mash deficient in manganese and choline. Manganese and choline are responsible. The deficiency of manganese and choline causes pirrosis in poultry. Water requirement for lactating cow would be maintenance requirement plus 2 liters per kilogram of milk. If the cattle is giving 10 liter of milk, then it will require 20 liter extra allowance of water. Generally, the concentrate and roughage in feed to average lactating cow in proportion is all are wrong. The concentrate is not so much high, 50% concentrate or the 50% concentrate. It is not even 40% concentrate is also very much amount of the concentrate. The lactating cow requires less than that of 40% concentrate. So all the options may be the wrong options. The cattle posterior part of large intestine reveals zebra markings. This is typical of rinderpest.